Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Penetration channel. Today we're going to do a part 2 in our 40 Smith & Wesson versus 357 SIG versus 9mm versus 45 ACP video series. And today for the 40 caliber, we're going to be using Winchester White Box 180 grain full metal jacket round. For the 357 SIG, we're going to be using the Winchester White Box 125 grain full metal jackets. For the 9mm, we're going to be using Winchester White Box 115 grain full metal jackets. And for the 45 ACP, we're going to be using Winchester White Box 230 grain full metal jackets. All bullets will be fired from Smith & Wesson M&P pistols with 4-inch barrels. Okay, the targets for today is going to be these sheets of 6061 T6 aluminum. They're 0.125 inch thick. I have a total of 8 of them separated by wooden blocks on each end. There's a total of 8, which equals 1 full inch of 6061 aluminum, which obviously I'm sure none of these bullets will penetrate all the way through, but we want to make sure that we can stop each of the rounds so we can see exactly how they perform. And we're going to start on the left side with a 9mm. Then we're going to go to 357 SIG. Then we're going to go to 40 Smith & Wesson. And then 45 ACP. So we're going to get everything set up, and we'll be back in just a second to get started. Alright, first up we're going to go with 9mm Winchester White Box 115 grain full metal jacket. Alright, next up 357 SIG Winchester White Box 125 grain full metal jackets. Alright, next up 40 Smith & Wesson with the 180 grain Winchester White Box full metal jacket. Alright, and finally we have the 45 ACP Winchester White Box 230 grain full metal jackets. Alright, let's go take a look at the results. Okay, let's take a look at what we got. As you can see, 9mm, 357, the 40, and the 45, all 4 penetrated this first layer of the aluminum. Alright, we're going to take this layer off and take a look at the second one. And it appears that 9mm has penetrated layer number 2. 357 has penetrated this one also. But it appears that 40 and 45 has stopped on the second panel. As you can see, if we take a look at the back of the panel, it appears that both of those performed really similar to each other. They pushed that metal out pretty much the same distance. Okay, but the 9 and the 357 is still going, so let's take a look at panel number 3. Alright, we can see right here the 9 stopped on panel number 3. Put a pretty nice little ding in it, but it did stop on panel number 3. And we can see 357 did penetrate panel number 3 and is still going. Obviously no damage from the other calibers over here. So let's remove this panel and see how the 357 did. Okay, so the 357 put a good dent in panel number 4, but it did not penetrate it. As you can see, there's no damage obviously from the 9, the 40, or the 45. So the 357 stopped on panel number 4. Alright, so 40 and 45 stopped on panel number 2. 9mm stopped on panel number 3. 357 stopped on panel number 4. Okay everybody, that's just about going to do it for today's test. If you have any opinions or comments on the test, feel free to leave those in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to the channel. And once again, thank you all for watching the Penetration channel. We'll see you next time.